Hi, I'm Martin Terry. Just like to talk about how I deal with depression. It's as if we've got a dark cloud over here all the time, and sometimes there's sunshine coming through it, and that's how you can describe it. But as soon as the sunshine is there, it's gone again. So as far as having happy thoughts, not really. No, you just go on your day-to-day basis. Like I think I've had it for a lot longer than what I thought I had. Because having counselling, they reverted back to years ago of like when my dad died and things like that, how it affects you. But I struggled with it for so long, not realising to the past 2 years, now I've got something to like fight against, if you know what I mean. It's as if like somebody tells you that you've got a certain illness that you didn't know you had. That's one of the hardest bits to actually come to terms with. Actually knowing that you've actually got something which I'm glad in one respect, because at the end of the day, when there's something going wrong and you're trying to commit suicide and having suicidal thoughts and not wanting to be here, you think, well, what's the matter? And then when somebody tells you what it is, then it's a bit of a relief, as if like there is something up. You had a big thing not so long back with Robin Williams when he had it, and you saw what happened to him. I mean, everybody knew that person. He'd made everybody laugh in his films. So, for me, you should see what's behind the mask. He's making people laugh. You just think he's just a nice, genuine bloke that just likes to have a laugh and a joke, which is what I was, and which some people will still see that part. But it's what's behind the mask, and without people being aware of what depression actually does to you, and it can kill you. No two ways about it. And I've been so close myself several times, and it's an horrible illness that can cause illness to not just yourself, to a lot of people. Yeah. Oh, you're pulling it, stupid. Come on. I'm trying to work it out. It's gonna.
That's not normal.
Shit.
I've pulled rug and carpet and settee.
Friggin' hell.
Living with somebody with depression is quite hard. You never know what mood they're going to be in. It's just so hard to explain. It is just so difficult. What you did yesterday, which might have helped that person, today might be the total opposite. As a family, we do talk, and I do think that is a big part to play in keeping communication open and talking. It's not always easy. I can sometimes feel quite bitter and angry at the depression, but in turn that also means that I'm quite angry and moody at Martin, my husband, which is quite unfair.
It's for Cameron, because you never met me a cuppa.
You clever git.
You'll be working out here 4 or 5 hours.
I'll take it,
no
Ted.
cuppa. Yeah, take it, Ted. It's not even a proper cuppa. It'll be one from earlier that I made. I find that hard because I don't really want to explain to people that what I've got or what I'm struggling with. I sort of keep it to myself, which I find is a good thing sometimes. Sometimes it isn't. Medication wise, I've took loads of different medication. I finally found one that's balanced me out a little bit. when I changed the medication, went from one to another, I just went psychotic. Or just anybody or anything I lashed out at. Which looking back, I can't really remember most of it. I don't know why. It just seems to dull your brain or dull whatever. Side effects are just sometimes have no feeling at all, which is hard because like when people are upset and crying and stuff, I don't seem to feel that. It's just that I just have a numb feeling all the time, which sort of one respect is alright, another it ain't. Sometimes you want to grieve and you can't. Being afraid of taking the drugs, because I'm afraid every time when I take tablets. It's hard to explain. It's just because I took a lot of tablets to end my life. Took an overdose, and luckily family members found me, stopped me, brought me back. It sort of opened my luck of taking medication. I don't like doing it, but needs must, and I can't live my life without the medication. Things that give me comfort, believe it or not, putting an iPod in, listening to music. Listen to music, that seems to just lighten my mood. Apparently it just doesn't give my brain time to think at all and analyse things, so I found that to be great. That really helps. I'm feeling a bit down, put music on. It's not necessarily the music in general, it just can be anything. It's just playing through my head, not give me time to think about it. Places that give me comfort, not really, no. I just sometimes go down to eat chickens and spend some time down there, and that seems to just get me away. There's nobody there to talk to, so that sort of gives me comfort. I don't mind that. It is as well. I've got portraits on my back, which is obviously you're on one of them. My family's on them, which a big part of my life is my family. The dark bits in my life, there's nobody in my family, if you know what I mean. Nobody seemed to really care about. But as far as tattoos go, the ones on my hands, not the ones on my fingers, the actual ones on the top of my hands, which are those ones. That's because when my last breakdown that I had, I used to self-harm, just to. I don't know why. The more pain that I give myself, the better I felt, and it's an horrible place to be at. So what I used to do is I used to scratch my hands like that, not even knowing I was doing it, and I scarred all my hands pretty bad on both hands. So as like a marker, I have them covered, which means those scars aren't there anymore. So that's progressing in life, really. Right? I mean, for me, my wife, which is obviously your mum, my partner, didn't even see what were happening to me, and that's my closest friend. Didn't see what was happening to me until it was just about too late. So, in hindsight, if that's put out there to public, such as people that, them families that are living with this and don't know that they've got it, because I didn't, it should be made aware. so they can put things into place, so they can notice how much of a person is deteriorating, and if it's nipped in bud, your lifestyle can balance itself out and you can be all right. Which I've proved. I'm still here, and I'm still fighting what I've got, and I will do. You're not on your own. There is people out there that are exactly the same as you, struggling every single day, every single week, with benefits, with whatever, just going through the life, living exactly how I am. And it's nice to know that you're not on your own.